Why hello there, and welcome back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. So let's collect our pizza here, and there we go. We're gonna let Donatello pick it because maybe Raphael. Essentially how this goes is...
Ninjas gotta eat. I mean, what if it was
the items are separate between each character, so even though we collected one pizza with Donatello, that pizza stays with
I
Donatello.
have no idea.
So with that done, let's collect the comic book, and then we'll head into April's building. There we go. More concept art unlocked. Nice. See, that looks like to be the way to go. I don't see anything hidden out here. Oh, check it out. More pizza and an energy drink. Let's go pick that up.
Yeah! Oh, calories. yeah! Pizza! Pizza! Pizza!
That's right, Michelangelo. Pizza.
Pizza isn't just a thing. It's a way of life. It's a world. You can put anything on it. There's pepperoni, sausage, bacon, onions, shrimp, pineapple for some Hawaiian flavor. I've never been to Hawaii, but I think, alright, they have good pizza. Green onions, olives, green olives, black olives. There totally should be red olives. Tomatoes, dried tomatoes, that's artisanal. I think that means expensive. Extra cheese. That's not really a topping, but everyone acts like it is. Cheese in the crust. Mind blown. Red pepper, crushed red pepper, which is a totally different kind of pepper. Jalapenos, green chilies, chicken. In New Orleans, they have jambalaya pizza. What a great place that must be. Mushrooms, black mushrooms, shiitake, they call it. Japanese awesomeness. Canadian bacon, that's amazing. It's not quite bacon, but it is. The little things in life. Hello?
Alright, well, thanks for that little rant, Mike. No, I think that was more meant to tide us over while we went through this area because, well, oddly enough, until we get to our next destination, which is a little bit a ways away, there is no enemies to be found. There's no collectibles that I can see at the moment. Yeah, it's just a big empty area. Huh. At least that would explain why he went on for so long. But I really stayed there because I didn't remember if there was any cutscenes coming up that would block him from talking if we did decide to run into something somehow.
Gotta be a leader. Decisions. Delegate. That's it. It's about knowing your strengths and knowing that your brothers are gifted. It's about us working together to take down evil. We're powerful. We empower. Do you feel empowered?
Is he still talking?
I am feeling empowered to run away.
He said I was gifted.
All the more reason.
And look, we got one more line from that speech from earlier that we didn't hear because, well, the cops cut us off when they were looking into the alley. Again, there's really nothing here. Let's just skip ahead to this side. There we go. And see if there's any books to be found. There isn't. That light looks pretty cool though, I like the little glare effect. Adds a neat little flare, I suppose. Now here's something I've been curious about. You can see some of these windows have reflection mapping on them, while others don't.
You think you'd ever get a tattoo?
It's
Why is
kind of
that?
curious how it's random. Like some mirrors act like mirror, while some windows act like mirrors, while others
You're a
don't.
humanoid turtle. Yeah, I'm not sure needles would even work on us.
Oh yeah. And Raphael is asking about getting a tattoo. I don't think he needs one. He's tough enough as it is. Alright, so what do we got here? Nothing much, I guess. Oh, look, a door.
Now that's a knife. You know, you boys shouldn't play with sharp things.
Yeah, let us play with
Definitely
those sharp
don't run with
things.
it. Boy, have I learned that lesson.
God, Mike. Or Mikey, as
You were
he
reading the book
gets
of 5
termed.
rings, right? What was the main thing you learned? Watch your opponent. Move and think faster than he does. That's it? It turns out that's a lot. Here we go!
I suppose. So let's start dealing with these purple dragon fellas. This first set isn't really that bad, though a couple of them do support the big giant pipe wrench. Not that guy though, he just has a billy club, it's kinda silly. Oh, there's one now. Of course we can make quite quick work of these guys, not a problem. Now, if you look carefully when that door opened, you would have seen that there's really nothing there. It's just a square room with some walls. That's what's termed as a monster closet. The whole purpose is that guys will pop out of that door. They sort of disguised it by putting a door in its place so you don't actually get to look inside. But when you do, you find out it's pretty featureless.
Something special for you. All right.
Some games do better at disguising that by actually adding features into it, like furniture and other doors and such, to make it look like less of a monster closet, more like a room that they just happen to come out of. Watch the yellow glow. Alright, cool. So here's another thing we got. We can actually counter enemy attacks when they do have the yellow glow. Now if it's the white glow, the Y button does it. For the yellow glow, it's the B button.
Helicopter stack. Wham!
So now we're switching over to Mike to see what he does.
Man, that was sad.
Eh. It's not sad that we switched over to you. It looks like that took care of everybody, so let's continue on. Now, I'd question why April's building has a helipad on it. Oh, look, it's TCRI. For those of you familiar with the Nickelodeon show, TCRI is run by the Krang, which is a bunch of aliens that are currently inhabiting humanoid robots that are trying to terraform planet Earth to meet their specifications. The Krang really have an odd speaking quirk about them where all of them are referred to as the Krang. And they sometimes speak to each other in third person. It doesn't look like these helicopters are going anywhere I want to go, so... yeah, let's get out of here. Oh yeah, look at that. Ronnie's Helicopter Tours. You know, I don't think we're on Nipple's building at all, are we?
It's the TCRI building. But what I can't figure out is, that company belongs to those alien guys, right? The Krang.
Oh, I hate those guys.
So, the purple dragons know that too. Why would they be robbing the aliens?
At least they look pretty cool here. Now, I don't know where this falls into in line with the show or what season this falls after. I think was it season
So,
1 might have had the... No, I think
season
season 2 had the Technodrome.
Yeah, they'll eat you, but you can bribe them with turnips. Also, if they bow to you, The water they carry in their heads spills out and they fall unconscious. Get the turtle spirits to bow. Okay, important tip.
I thought they died if the water fell out of their head. Oh well. So I think this game takes place during Season 1. I think that's where we just got introduced to, well, specific villains we'll be seeing later on.
Outstanding!
Alright, so is anything down here? No? Now, one thing I noted about the soundtrack here is I can swear it sounds like there's a spray bottle sound effect going off in the background. Like, you can hear a little shaking. But the more prevalent thing is going to psh, psh, psh.
That's right!
It's kind of weird.
All right.
Alright, so what do we got? I could go that way, but it looks like we're running straight into enemies, so let's turn on this way. Oh, cool, a thug on the front of the car. Let's go sneak up on him. We're silent, but deadly. Although I don't think we kill anybody here, we just knock them straight out. So we're silent but concussive. Alright, here we go, ready? Wow!
All those who are not crying must cease stealing and destroying property that belongs not
Try
to them.
blocking the lasers with your weapon.
Yeah, the first time I heard these guys talking in the show, I thought it was a joke. That's not what the Krang would really sound like, but it really is what they sound like. It really is how they talk. They all dress the same too. Now that's Mikey's special move where he tricks someone a little bit. Looks like he's going to hit them with his nunchucks, but then gives a kick to the crotch. It's quite painful. But I think these robots would be kind of immune to it, considering that the organic parts are actually in the chest cavity area. And that's another neat thing about the Krang here, is they take after the 90s turtles in a sense by having robotic chest cavities where the brains reside.
I can't counter that.
Well, be in the chest instead of up in the head.
Check this out. It's all over but the falling down, chump.
It might have actually had it how it was in the 03 turtles, where in well, one of the Krang was actually the Shredder. Or, I'm sorry, they referred to it as the Ultron in that show, though. It did have Krang, but he was only mentioned in passing. They never actually got to see Krang in the show itself.
Moving on.
I guess they made it for that here, though. So while those guys are fighting the Purple Dragon and the Krang, we're gonna go over here and collect, well, more concept art. Yeah, you can look at this all you want. Alright. Now there's nothing inside this parking lot there. I thought there was, but no. Look, he's got a metal spike bat. Ooh. Yeah, see that fake out? That's freaking cool. And of course we got another level up, and the cops show up.
Dragons, aliens, now cops. What's next? Giant robots?
Technically, yes. Yes, the giant robots should show up. Now, what's interesting is that they show us the tutorial for using our shuriken there, even though we should already know how to use it way before then, considering we've been collecting pizzas and using pizzas. But it's not like they just gave us the shuriken. It was with us since the beginning of the chapter.
Totally wicked.
I don't know about that, Mikey. That didn't look totally wicked at all.
Down you go.
Lost him. Down in the tunnels.
I sometimes wish we could just pick up some of these melee weapons like the pipe wrench and bats and stuff and use that along with our regular stuff. There wasn't...
Hold up.
Oh, okay. There was an episode based around using different weapons because Splinter felt that the turtles themselves got too comfortable using the weapons they always used. It was actually pretty funny to see that how some of the turtles couldn't use each other's weapons, although that led to their downfall in a couple of spots during that episode. It's sneak attack this guy, even though his friends should be looking right at us. See?
Come here. Get it.
I have no idea what Raph wanted us to do there.
Crouching turtle, hidden brain. Come here.
Now it is possible to do team combos. However, I don't know if the computer AI can initiate it on their own, and we have to be close enough to them for that. I know we can do it, but you already saw me fail at it once when it popped up. Alright. So we got a screen there. Wouldn't need Donatello to access that screen. There we go.
My new hacking interface should take care of the security system, no problem.
Alright, and welcome to the hacking game. Now this one's kind of easy as soon as I figure out how to actually start this game. Oh god. There we go. So what you gotta do is you gotta match the weapons up. So shuriken goes to shuriken, and the nunchucks go to nunchuck. Running your line through the clock will give you more time.
That a turtle.
That a turtle indeed. And thus, the wooden door is open.
Whoa.
What is it?
These are symbols of the Foot Clan. Why would Shredder's personal ninja army have their own subway line?
Bro, something tells me this robbery is bigger than we think.
We should have our own subway line.
You guys technically do have your own subway line. Hell, part of their headquarters opens up to a track where they have a
If I swap
train,
masks,
I think?
would anyone notice that suddenly I wasn't me?
What do you mean?
I mean, how much of our identity is that which we project?
What, you want to try it?
Maybe tomorrow.
That's an interesting hypothesis, although I think people would think that you're different, or actually no, they'd say you're the same, you're just wearing different bandanas since your outward projection is the rebel type, while Leo's is more of the loyal soldier.
Time for a staff meeting.
Bring it.
It's not like his attitude's gonna change once you switch bandanas out.
Time to think about your career choices, boys.
Welcome to the staff.
No, Donnie, I don't think they want to be hired by you. Now here's something, you hear trains coming by, but
Staff meeting.
if you remember at the beginning part of this track here, there was 2 trains that just sat there.
That's
So I don't know how these other trains are coming down the track.
another.
And now we're Raphael, right? Raphael's kind of cool. The thing with him though is he is more of a close range melee attack due to
Take that
his
one guy
size.
down.
Donnie is more long range, and I think Michelangelo and Leonardo are mid range.
You know, there's something weirder than the purple dragons targeting the aliens.
Yeah? What's that, Leo?
The purple dragons seem to be doing thief work for the Foot. Since when does that happen? They didn't used to work for Shredder.
What do you want? It's not like we get invited to their meetings. Maybe he offered them awesome purple scarves. Maybe he's just paying extremely well. Everyone has a price.
You have a price?
Too high a price.
Now that's interesting. At least in the 03 Turtles, we know that the Purple Dragon worked directly for the Shredder, who, well, based his operations out of a giant office building that had a dojo sitting at the very top, with his logo emblazoned on the side of the building for all to see. Oh, man. In this iteration, his headquarters for New York is more subtle than that, which we'll get to that when we get to that. In fact, what makes this one kind of unique is that he's not actually entirely based out of New York, like he was in the other shows. He will actually leave his headquarters and leave his minions in charge while he takes care of stuff back in his home base back in Japan.
What if there were another turtle out there? Huh? One we didn't know about. Say Splinter picked up us four, but didn't notice a fifth. He'd be out there even now. Tall, strong, but without the guidance we've received.
You haven't seen this guy, right?
No, just supposing.
Sometimes you freak
Now-
me out, man.
Now that could be a direct reference to another Ninja Turtle from a different show, more or less the live action one. I think her name was Venice de Milo? Or some weird something like that. Where she was a lone turtle. I think she was over in... She might have been up in Japan, I don't recall. And then she found her way to New York and met up with the regular turtles. But in that show, their main villain was a dragon person.
Yeah, but does
I
this
don't
seem
really remember.
wise
That
to
show
just
wasn't really
eat
that
pizza
good.
You find some random place? What's Donnie saying?
I got no clue.
Donnie's pretty much saying that we shouldn't be eating pizza we just find lying on the ground spinning in air like it's on its own anti-gravity engine. That might be reference to like how you normally find food in walls in Castlevania and such. Or in trash cans if you're playing regular beat-em-ups. But we haven't actually been able to break a trash can yet here to actually find if pizzas pop out of those. Although you did normally find pizzas on the ground in the older Ninja Turtle games.
One less loser off the streets. Oh, yeah!
Alright, so this is our first introduction to the Foot Soldiers. Now, what's neat about this is, these particular Foot Soldiers, I think, are actually designed after the ones from the movies.
Down they go.
At least from the, 2 live-action movies. Great Ninja Turtles and... Yeah, Ninja Turtles 1 and Ninja Turtles 2. Secret of the Utes.
On a roll.
Which is actually pretty cool. I like that. Now, I'm wondering if they're going to bring back Tatsu, who was Shredder's right-hand man in those movies. I certainly know he showed up in the Sega versions of this game, or the Ninja Turtles game. Was it a Power Stone Heist? Which I thought was a cool callback. He also shows up in a few of the fan games. I really don't have any idea if Tatsu shows up in the NES games or the Super Nintendo games, though.
Ninja down. Okay, so we know this scene like the back of our shelf, right? Yeah. So, you ever hear these subway tunnels? I've never even seen them on a map. Come on, there have to be lots of closed sections of the subway. Closed, but not secret. But apparently Shredder has hidden entire sections' existence from everyone else. It's his own personal subway system. No cops, no transit authority, no risk. Telling us this why?
Well, they could have a secret foot soldier underground city. They could have foot soldier malls and foot soldier boutiques, a foot soldier movie theater, foot soldier kiosks selling foot soldier cell phone covers.
Come on back, Mikey.
That would be an interesting idea, though. Alright, so here's the thing. There is a way to advance, but this game doesn't tell you right away here. When I first played through this section, I spent a long time trying to figure this out. Because, yeah, you can walk right past the train here, right? What we're supposed to do is come up to the door and press A.
Oh, look at that.
Cry.
Sorry, this is the employee train, fellas. We're gonna have to throw you off.
You don't just want to tell us what the heck you guys are up to?
What, and spoil the suspense?
We done talking?
I guess so.
I know so.
Alright, now we've met Karai, who happens to be, at least in the earlier seasons, Shredder's second in command due to her being his daughter. But there's a twist there. I'm not going to tell you unless you've already watched the later seasons, then you already know what the twist is.
I can't counter that. Here we go.
She meets an unfortunate semi-end later down the line, though. At least right around the time I stopped watching the show because the season pass I had for, was it the season 4 stuff? Ended at that point. What I'm saying is, I don't like Nickelodeon's way of making you pay for one season twice. Because for some reason, they split it off into 2 different parts. So you get like one half of the season on one thing, then you have to come back around and wait for the second half of the season to come out on like iTunes, then you have to pay for that season pass for it. I mean, it's somewhat worth it because I do like the show, but it's just annoying.
Come on, we're counting on you.
Now, Karai here is somewhat of a tough fight due to the fact that she'll block a lot of what you throw at her.
Here we go.
And you primarily want to focus on her because, well, the foot soldiers here will actually pretty much spawn infinitely while the fight's going on. So you're never really going to get rid of all of them. Just let your AI friends deal with them and turn your focus to, well, Karai.
Watch this.
Hey, no, unlike other subway fights, there's no stop sign going to hit you on top of the head, forcing you to switch trains. It's just there because.
I can't counter that.
Now, one of the best ways that I found dealing with her was that you just kick her, because that's how you knock people out of the block. Ah.
You cheap.
You go. Oh, there she is. Oh.
Let's find a way out of here. We need to regroup and figure out what's going on.
And hey, we're back at Turtle HQ, which must mean the chapter's over. So, that was the end of Chapter 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure we did not go through April's building. Whatever. So, join me next time as we move into Chapter 2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.